Free Speech Museum. I am your tour guide and I will be showing you around.
Ooh.
But first, do you guys know what free speech is?
I know that freedom of speech is the right to express your opinion without government interference.
I think free speech is important because you should be able to express all your opinions and think your mind.
I also know some things that violate the freedom of speech, like threats, what else? Fighting words, obscenity, fraud, like those type of things violate the freedom of speech.
Take a look around the museum, ask any questions if you need it.
Ooh.
Oh, so you found that magazine. That one is from Miller v. California in 1972 to 1973. There was this whole commotion about this guy mailing obscene material.
Really? How did it start? I'm so ready to distribute this obscene material to people.
Marvin Miller. You can serve.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Order in the court, order in the court. We're here today to hear the case of Miller v. California. Counselor, please state your case.
Your Honor, the court should deem Mr. Marvin guilty for violating a California code for mailing out sexually obscene material. Section 3112, the procedures that he mailed were visibly very graphic sexual content. Clearly shows really inappropriate motives from the witness. Because these materials meet every requirement of this code, he should be deemed guilty for distributing really really disturbing obscene material.
Counselor, can you show the jury what you define as obscene?
I don't have any of that obscene material, Your Honor.
Counselor, can you define what you describe as obscene then?
I know when I see it.
We have come to a ruling. The court has ruled 5-4 in favor of Miller because we are unable to define what obscenity is in this scenario.
So there are some limits to freedom of speech. Like sometimes there's some types of freedom of speeches that are not protected by the Constitution. Is that right?
Now you get it. It's like you got the infamous Ku Klux Klan hat there.
I have a question. Why is this in the Museum of Free Speech? Don't the stuff that they say violate the First Amendment?
Well, this Supreme Court case would rule otherwise. And Brandenburg v. Ohio, it ruled in favor of the Ku Klux Klan's leader, Brandenburg.
Wait, what did he say? What happened?
Ooh.
We are not a revenge organization, but if our president, our Congress, our Supreme Court continues to suppress the white Caucasian race, it might be possible that there might be some revengeance taken.
Miller was then arrested under the Ohio Criminal Syndicate Law, which was then overruled by the Supreme Court in a unanimous decision, because his speech didn't directly incite lawless action.
Oh, so that explains why the KKK was protected under the law. What they were saying didn't directly incite violence, so they weren't violating the First Amendment.
Exactly.
Take that off.
So much stuff in that museum. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I know, right? What an awesome
That's what I'm
museum.
saying.
That was
Hate speech
crazy.
could
That
be
was awesome.
protected under the violence.
So much more about Miller v. California.
Did you really?
Dude, yeah, dude, the court ruled 5-4 in favor of Miller for releasing obscene material. Like, it's really crazy because there's no definite definition of obscenity in the Constitution.
He sent it to family businesses.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know that. So then all of a sudden they started making the Miller test, where in court cases they have to test out which materials would be considered obscene.
Yeah.
And the court also just gave a whole bunch of states more power to kind of dive deeper into that, what the meaning of that obscenity.
That's like federalism, right?
Crazy. It is federalism.
That's federalism.
Exactly. That's good.
Wow.
They got away with saying all that.
Dude, that's crazy. I couldn't believe his speech was protected under the First Amendment.
Dude, the stuff that they were saying, that was that was pretty much hate speech. It was causing violence.
Yeah, but it didn't really it wasn't really directed towards a group of people, you know.
But how did they figure out if something is protected under the First Amendment or not?
Dude, I don't even know.
Oh wait, no. They made the Brandenburg test to see if something's protected under the First Amendment.
Right.
Oh,
I can't wait to learn more about the freedom of speech. I'm gonna Google something right now.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
What? Pete Hegseth just banned the press? Isn't that a violation of the First Amendment?
What? Wait, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
How is this possible?
Hold on a second. Open up a video real quick.
Okay.
What?
That concludes our segment with today's expert, Danny. No, wait. I just got breaking news. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has imposed new rules that would leave journalists vulnerable to exposure if they report on information that had not been approved by him himself. Danny, what does this say about the First Amendment?
Well, the First Amendment says that the government can't make laws abridging freedom of speech or of the press. The government can't usually punish journalists. They can't force journalists out, or they can't condition the benefit.
Tying back to Pete Hegseth, the restrictions are seen as defying a journalist's constitutional right to hold the government accountable. It leaves journalists unable to do their job, which can destroy trust within the government and insinuate less transparency.
That's crazy, bro. How can they just limit the press like that? Like, what are they thinking, man?
It's almost like we're going back to the times where like the court cases were like being open for this type of thing. This administration just doesn't care. They're getting no repercussions.
Meanwhile,
Guys, I'm so excited to post my opinions on Twitter. This is gonna get so many likes. All my followers are gonna see this. It's time to check my Twitter post. I'm so excited to see my 0 comments, 0 likes, 0 interactions. Where did my followers go? Have I been shadow banned?
Oh, yo, I'm gonna follow yours, and I didn't even see your post. Like,
How does it happen?
wait, did X like block you or something?
Just because I said something controversial? That's gotta be a violation of my First Amendment. How is this not being talked about right now?
Man, free speech. Free speech has really made up our American society today. Examples of cases such as Miller versus California, Brandenburg versus Ohio, Moody versus NetChoice, and we even have the Hegseth press ban. However, there are some cases where some exceptions in that freedom of speech. So we need to find a way to improve it. And so some ways that we can improve this freedom of speech, media literacy, open dialogue for people to really truly express themselves. And finally, an open community where people can really bring all their ideas together. And that is all. Thank you.